life for an upper-class infant followed a well-established regime, and things were no different for royalty. In each royal establishment there would be a suite of rooms at the top of the house, known collectively as the nursery. Here, Nanny would take over the care of the baby from the time the maternity nurse left, around a month after the birth. Elizabeth's nanny, Clara Knight, known as Alla, was assisted by both an undernurse and a nursemaid nicknamed Bobo. And nannies were usually handed on down the family, much like the furniture and coat of arms. This was certainly the case for Elizabeth. Clara had been her mother's nanny before her and quietly continued the age-old Edwardian routines, both at 145 Piccadilly and at the York's exquisite country retreat, the Royal Lodge in Windsor Great Park. By the age of 2, Elizabeth was already impressing those around her. Winston Churchill, after an encounter at Balmoral, wrote of his impressions to his wife.
Princess Elizabeth is a character. She has an air of authority and reflectiveness astonishing in an infant.
She was also the favourite grandchild of George V. It was the king who gave Elizabeth her lifelong nickname, Lilibet, as the toddler struggled with Elizabeth. In turn, Lilibet called the king Grandpa England. In 1929, on the advice of his doctors, he had chosen to take the sturdy little girl to Bognor Regis to help him recuperate from a near-fatal illness. Her first trip to the seaside, she would play in the sand while he watched her. For her 4th birthday, the doting old man bought her a pony called Peggy. Her first equine pet, Peggy's arrival was at least as exciting as that of her new sister, Margaret, a few months later.